Did you say LTO?
I did not.
Okay, we probably should specify that they're LTOs, right?
I'm Annie Hollon, digital editor of Commercial Baking, and I am joined by two of my wonderful colleagues.
I'm Cota, associate editor for Commercial Baking.
And I'm Maddie Lambert, associate editor for Commercial Baking.
So the three of us are really excited to sit down and chat about something that we cover a lot over on commercialbaking.com, but don't get a chance to feature in our new products issue that comes out each June, and that is limited time offers, also known as LTOs.
Woo!
We've selected a couple here that have stood out to us from the past year or so, and we're going to dive into some of the top trends that they reflect and how some of these major companies and emerging brands are innovating.
Okay, first up, we have Pepperidge Farm Goldfish Harry Potter edition Butterbeer flavored. When I tell you, I screamed when I saw this come in my inbox.
So for the Harry Potter fiends, what will they like about this? Why is this product special?
Well, if you're like me and haven't been able to make it to Universal Studios to try the real thing of butterbeer, this is about as close as it gets. I just love the combination of the butterbeer or the butterscotch and the vanilla flavor. It feels like I am on a broomstick.
It seems like brands that like do collabs and play on pop culture references, those do really well. And I know we saw this especially with this product.
Absolutely.
And one thing that's really cool about these two is that this addition to the Goldfish Grams line came after it became a permanent part of the brand's portfolio. So it's really interesting to see how they're innovating so fast after making it a permanent addition earlier this year.
Should we just see what they're about?
So we let Lily eat the whole bag?
Should Maddie open it?
I like the idea of letting Lily eat the whole bag.
Okay, yeah, that's a good call.
We have the goldfish shape, but we also have, I think we have two other fun shapes.
There is the butterbeer barrel, which I don't know if you can see that there.
Mm-hmm. They smell like butterscotch.
They do smell like butterscotch, and it's really good.
And we have the Stein as well.
Yeah, there's the Stein.
It's just so cool.
Yeah, and I think really leaning into that nostalgia by partnering with some of these brands that people are so familiar with from years ago really helps connect with consumers in a new way, especially as they kind of seek that kind of nostalgic experience in their snacking, so something familiar in a new format.
Love that. Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers.
Firehook, an artisan cracker brand, collabed with Graza and Fly by Jing to craft two limited edition flavors of their Mediterranean baked crackers. And today we have the olive oil, lemon, and chive, which I love chive. If you're listening, put chives on everything. I'm serious.
And olive oil has been a trend that we're seeing a lot across the baking industry.
And the zesty, lemony flavors are making a huge comeback. Also sea salt. I'm seeing a lot of sea salt as an addition or like a little topping, a little sprinkle on a lot of products.
One of the really cool things about the collaboration is that it's just another brand in a different part of the food sector, in the food industry. So it's meeting consumers, different consumers, and kind of crossing and getting their name out, getting the Firehook name out to different people who might not be that well versed with crackers in the cracker world.
I will say with crackers too, there's been an increase in charcuterie boards just as a snacking occasion, and having more specialized offerings such as these really help take it to the next level and offer consumers a taste of indulgence.
Mm-hmm. You guys keep talking. Oh wow, you can smell that chive.
Really
That's what I'm talking about.
Very herby.
Yeah, that snap is super nice, and then also something that stands out on the packaging, which we're seeing a lot more of in CPG, is a lot of health claims or health attributes that appeal to consumers. So this product, for example, is USDA organic, non-GMO project verified, and kosher.
And no added sugar.
No added sugar. That's a big one, especially
big one.
as consumers are more health conscious these days.
I love the sea salt.
Mm-hmm. I could eat the whole box. Alrighty, so our next product is Post Malone X Oreo, which actually came out around the Super Bowl this year.
Tell them what we call them.
Okay, internally there is a debate with whether Post Maloneos or Post Maloreos.
So let us know. Just comment what you think is a better name.
I'm a fan of Post Maloneo. I feel like it flows better. This is Team Post Maloreo.
Yeah, dare I say, it just makes more sense to put Oreo.
I think that's up for debate, but you know
You're
what?
right.
We'll let everyone else decide.
Okay, so tell us about these. What's going on?
So these are a very exciting innovation. Oreo is constantly putting out different LTOs and limited edition varieties with a lot of abstract things. So one thing I love about these is that it's also the very first Oreo cream that has like a swirl pattern instead of just the classic cream filling. So there's different flavors within the swirl. And then there's also a classic chocolate wafer, and I want to say vanilla on the other side.
I believe so.
Or shortbread?
Yeah, I think it's a shortbread.
Yeah.
Well, and it has I think it's shortbread flavored cream too, right? So
Yeah,
the swirls is salted caramel.
Yeah. So I want to crack these open because part of what is really cool with this line in particular is that they have on the golden side the classic Oreo embossment, as you can see here. But they also have very unique embossments inspired by Post Malone in his songs. So there's like one that looks like a vinyl record here with a truck, and there's 9 different ones throughout the
I was
pack.
gonna say, there's a lot of different, which is impressive that they could even come up with 9 different designs for one person.
So as we saw with brands that collab with artists, celebrities of that nature, these products tend to do very well because they grab consumer attention like that. And coming back to your nostalgia point you made earlier with the other product, this is a prime example. It's the classic Oreo flavor, but they added some new elements to, you know, garner more consumer attention.
Good move, Oreo. Next up, we have Cheesy Taco Cheez-Its. They released these as a Grooves flavor, I believe, and it looks like they're testing the waters with their other formats to see how consumers feel. I, for one, very excited about these. I love when brands take foods and turn them into a flavor, just an entire dish, and turn it into one flavor. I'm really curious to know how they manage to do that and make it taste like a taco.
And one little bite-sized Cheez-It.
Yes. And I think especially what's interesting with Cheez-It and doing a cheesy taco flavor is that they previously partnered with Taco Bell to make a cheesy tostada,
big
a Cheez-It
Cheez-It,
tostada, the giant one. So they've already been playing around with these kinds of flavors, but on a different scale in the QSR space. So it'll be interesting to see how these play out.
Sorry, I just couldn't help myself. No one saw that. I'm just gonna say, okay, so just like a taco, you can taste the cumin, the paprika, the chili powder, all of it. I mean, it all comes through in that one bite.
This is one of those limited edition products that kind of slipped under the radar. We didn't get any breaking news about it or anything like that. It just popped up in Walmart stores, and consumers who were excited to try these new flavors and experiences, they came across it and started posting online. They're like, oh my God, there's a new Cheez-It flavor at Walmart. So it also spurs some of that organic traction for companies if they like kind of sneak it in.
And to your point, LTOs do really well with Walmart, specifically with distribution. I think Cheez-It knows the brand knew to target that Walmart demographic because they would have seen the best metrics with their LTO.
Oh, absolutely.
And last but not least, this product I am so excited about, Clyde's Mango Tajin Donuts. As we've seen, sweet and spicy do really well as just general flavor profiles, but now they're applying them to baked goods, and I think that's gonna have a lasting impact.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting that they have added this mango flavor to this type of donut just because there has been a double-digit increase, I want to say, in mango flavored products on the market.
I just wonder why these combination taste profiles are doing so well among consumers. Oh, you have an answer already.
I have an answer. Maddie, they're delicious. I was so excited about these. I love tahini. I put it on everything. I love it on watermelons, especially. I just think it's so good on fruit, but to have it on a baked good too.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I grew up with people putting tahini on fruit or literally any vegetable or fruit. I was like just constantly. So it's very interesting to see that kind of evolve into the CPG space.
What do you think about these as a breakfast donut?
I think this is a snack for me personally. Okay. Well, I don't know though. I can try them first and let you know.
All right, are we gonna cheers it? 'Cause I feel like
Absolutely.
This feels appropriate. Cheers.
Look at the color of that donut on
that
the inside.
tahini on top of it. I don't know if it was just the way the icing formed with it. Like you can really, it pops. It's almost like a little spark of that tahini.
It's weird that it's salty and I love it. Like I love that combination for some reason. I wouldn't think that I would like salty frosting. I'm really curious how this conversation started in the development of this product. Who was brave enough to say that they should put tahini on a donut and who listened and actually did it?
What's interesting is that now this is in the market, how is it going to inspire other companies to maybe venture into new and unexpected flavor profiles in their own innovations?
Good job, Clyde.
Well, I think we could sit here and talk about this sort of thing all day.
And taste these products.
But I think we're going to wrap this up here. For more information on the latest LTOs and vital baking industry news, be sure to subscribe at commercialbaking.com/subscribe. Thanks so much, guys. See you later. Ready?
First up, we have, what was that?
I'm Annie Hollon, digital editor of Commercial Baking, and I. Clap, please. Thank you.
Firehook.
Ladies, we're trying to film an outro.
Whoa!
Try again.
Zen.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Do we need to clap again?
All right.
Oh.
I like that.
We got paprika, chili pepper,
That
cumin,
cumin
oregano,
pops out.
parsley.
Parsley? How about we start that over?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. One more time.
LTO!
LTO.
LTO, LTO.